cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. These words, spoken by a Stoic philosopher centuries ago, hold a profound truth that resonates even today. True happiness, they suggest, lies not in external circumstances but within the confines of our own minds. It is a choice we make, a perspective we cultivate. To be happy, we simply need to believe we are. This may seem like a radical notion, a departure from the conventional pursuit of happiness through material possessions or external validation. But the Stoics, with their emphasis on inner peace and self-mastery, offer a compelling alternative. They challenge us to turn inward, to examine our thoughts and beliefs, and to recognize the power we have in shaping our own experience of the world. It is in this shift, from seeking happiness outside ourselves to cultivating it within, that we unlock the true potential for lasting contentment. This essay will delve into the heart of this Stoic wisdom, exploring how cultivating positive thinking can lead to a more fulfilling and joyful life. The Stoics, a school of Hellenistic philosophy that emerged in Athens in the 3rd century BC, placed great emphasis on the power of the mind. They believed that the mind was the key to understanding and navigating the complexities of life. By mastering our thoughts and emotions, we could achieve a state of inner peace and resilience, no matter what external challenges we faced. Figures like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius believed that true happiness and fulfillment stemmed not from external circumstances, but from our own thoughts and reactions to them. They taught that our perceptions shape our reality, and by changing our mindset, we can transform our experience of the world. These philosophers left behind a rich legacy of writings that continue to inspire and guide people today. They argued that while we may not always have control over what happens to us, we always have control over how we choose to perceive and respond to those events. This principle is at the heart of Stoic philosophy and is a powerful tool for personal development. By practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, we can learn to manage our reactions and maintain our composure in the face of adversity. Central to Stoicism is the idea of living in accordance with nature. This means understanding the natural order of the world and our place within it. The Stoics believed that by aligning our lives with the rational principles that govern the universe, we can achieve harmony and balance. This involves recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and accepting the natural flow of life. This doesn't necessarily mean embracing a rustic lifestyle, but rather aligning ourselves with the rational order of the universe. It means living with intention and purpose, making choices that reflect our values and principles. By doing so, we can find meaning and fulfillment in our daily lives, regardless of our external circumstances. It involves accepting what is beyond our control, focusing on what we can influence, and striving to live a virtuous life guided by wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. These 4 cardinal virtues are the foundation of Stoic ethics and provide a framework for living a good life. By cultivating these virtues, we can develop the strength and resilience needed to face life's challenges with grace and dignity. The Stoics believed that by cultivating these virtues and mastering our own minds, we could achieve a state of tranquility and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. This state of equanimity allows us to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of chaos. It is a powerful antidote to the stress and anxiety that so often plague modern life. Their teachings offer a powerful antidote to the anxieties and uncertainties of life. In a world that is constantly changing and often unpredictable, the wisdom of the Stoics provides a timeless guide for navigating the ups and downs of existence. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, we can find a sense of peace and stability. By recognizing the impermanence of all things and focusing on what truly matters, we can free ourselves from the tyranny of our emotions and live with greater purpose and intention. The Stoics remind us that life is fleeting and that we should make the most of every moment. By living with awareness and intention, we can create a life that is rich in meaning and fulfillment. The Stoics remind us that happiness is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of self-improvement and growth. It is about striving to become the best version of ourselves and living in accordance with our highest values. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can cultivate a mindset that allows us to thrive, no matter what life throws our way. This journey of self-discovery and personal growth is the true essence of Stoic philosophy, and it is a path that is open to all who seek it. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This simple yet profound statement holds a key to unlocking a more fulfilling and contented life. Our thoughts are the architects of our reality, shaping our perceptions, emotions, and ultimately, our experiences. These words from the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher encapsulate a fundamental principle of Stoicism. Our thoughts shape our reality. Marcus Aurelius, a man of great wisdom and insight, understood that the mind is a powerful tool that can either imprison us or set us free. The Stoics believed that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretations of them. This perspective empowers us to take control of our mental and emotional responses rather than being at the mercy of external circumstances. They argued that our minds have the power to transform our experience of the world, for better or for worse. By mastering our thoughts, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. Imagine, for instance, encountering a traffic jam on your way to an important meeting. This common scenario can serve as a perfect illustration of how our thoughts shape our reality. You could choose to react with frustration and anger, letting the delay ruin your entire day. This reaction is a natural one, driven by the immediate inconvenience and stress of the situation. Or you could choose to see it as an opportunity to practice patience, listen to a podcast, or simply enjoy a few moments of unexpected downtime. This shift in perspective can turn a potentially negative experience into a positive one, enhancing your overall well-being. The event itself remains the same, but your perception of it, your thoughts about it, fundamentally alter your experience. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, recognizing that while we cannot control external events, we can control our internal responses. The Stoics understood that our minds are constantly bombarded with impressions, both positive and negative. In today's world, with the constant influx of information and stimuli, this is more relevant than ever. It is up to us to decide which impressions we choose to entertain, which thoughts we allow to take root and shape our emotions and actions. By being mindful of our mental diet, we can cultivate a more positive and resilient mindset. By cultivating positive thoughts, focusing on gratitude, and reframing challenging situations, we can transform our inner world and, in turn, our experience of the outer world. This practice not only enhances our personal well-being, but also positively impacts those around us, creating a ripple effect of positivity and resilience. When we choose to focus on the good, to see challenges as opportunities for growth, and to maintain a mindset of gratitude, we contribute to a more compassionate and connected world. Our thoughts, indeed, have the power to shape not just our own reality, but the reality of those we interact with. So let us be mindful of our thoughts, nurturing those that uplift and empower us. In doing so, we can create a life filled with peace, purpose, and profound joy. Remember, the quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. Choose wisely. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This quote from the Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca highlights the human tendency to magnify our problems, to dwell on negative thoughts and anxieties that often have little basis in reality. The Stoics, a group of ancient philosophers, believed that our minds have a powerful influence over our perception of the world. They taught that our thoughts can either be our greatest ally or our worst enemy. The Stoics believed that much of our suffering is self-inflicted, stemming from our own irrational thoughts and fears. They argued that our minds often create scenarios far worse than what we actually experience. This mental magnification of problems can lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety, making us feel overwhelmed by situations that, in reality, are manageable. They taught that to achieve true happiness, we must learn to tame our inner world, to quiet the incessant chatter of the mind and cultivate a sense of inner peace. This involves practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection. By regularly engaging in these activities, we can train our minds to focus on the present moment and let go of unnecessary worries. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions or denying the challenges we face. Instead, it means acknowledging our feelings and the difficulties we encounter, but not allowing them to dominate our thoughts or dictate our actions. It's about finding a balance between emotional expression and rational thought. It simply means learning to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, recognizing that they are fleeting and do not define us. By becoming aware of our mental patterns, we can begin to understand the root causes of our stress and anxiety. This awareness allows us to respond to situations more calmly and thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively. One of the key practices the Stoics advocated for achieving this inner calm was negative visualization. This technique involves imagining the worst-case scenario of a situation, not to induce anxiety, but to prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for any eventuality. By doing so, we can reduce the fear of the unknown and build resilience. This involves periodically contemplating the worst-case scenario of a situation, not to induce anxiety, but to prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for any eventuality. By facing our fears in our minds, we can diminish their power over us. This practice helps us to remain calm and composed even in the face of real-life challenges. By facing our fears head-on, we rob them of their power to control us. We begin to see that our fears are often exaggerated and that we have the strength to handle whatever comes our way. This realization empowers us to take on challenges with confidence and determination. We begin to see that even in the face of adversity, we have the inner strength and resilience to persevere. By cultivating a calm and focused mind, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and poise. The Stoics remind us that true happiness and peace come from within, and by taming our inner world, we can achieve a state of enduring tranquility and strength.